Dolls were something you did not want to mess with. In a country where the belief in objects possessing spirits was common, dolls were especially seen as having a higher likelihood of housing spirits. Instead of discarding dolls, people often take them to doll temples or doll shrines to be enshrined.
Imagine a doll once as lifeless as a doorknob, suddenly coming to life like a bad omen. Its plastic face twists into a wicked grin, like it's enjoying the terror it's about to unleash. Those glassy eyes, once as empty as a ghost town, now shine like embers from the depths of hell, like something ancient and evil has taken up residence inside. As that stitched mouth opens wide, a blood-curdling scream echoes through the air, striking fear into the hearts of all who cross its path. It's like the very fabric of reality's unraveling before our eyes, as this seemingly harmless plaything transforms into a force of pure malice, leaving a trail of destruction and heartache in its wake. So, if you're ready to face the darkness, let's dive headfirst into the heart-stopping, spine-chilling tales of the creepy dolls that came to life, and uncover Number 1, the Island of the Dolls. A chilling destination deep within the winding canals of Xochimilco, Mexico, lies a place that's as fascinating as it is unsettling: the Island of the Dolls. This small, mysterious island is home to a haunting collection of dolls, suspended from trees, structures, and even bridges. The island's eerie display is said to have originated from its sole resident, Don Julian Santana Barrera. He was reportedly haunted by the tragic drowning of a young girl near the island in the 1950s.
So we're at the Island of the Dolls. And the story is that this man named Julian, he lived here, and one day he found the body of a girl floating along this river. And after he found this girl, he also found a doll floating down the river, which he thought belonged to her. And so he hung up that doll, and then he started hearing voices, and he thought that he was haunted by these spirits, or the spirit of the girl. And so he started to hang all of these dolls. Whenever he could find them, he would hang these dolls all around his house, all around this island, to ward off the spirits.
Overwhelmed with guilt and a sense of responsibility, Don Julian began collecting discarded dolls from the canals, hanging them around the island to appease the girl's spirit and ward off evil. As time passed, the island evolved into a surreal shrine, accumulating hundreds of dolls. Each one tells a story of love, loss, and redemption, but with a dark twist. The dolls seem to be watching, their glassy eyes fixed on some unknown terror. Visitors from around the world are drawn to this place, intrigued by the whispers of the unknown. Many report strange occurrences, the feeling of being watched, disembodied whispers in the wind, and an overwhelming sense of unease. Some even claim to have seen the ghost of the young girl, her spirit trapped between worlds. The island's mystique is undeniable, a testament to the power of myth and legend. Despite facing challenges like flooding, vandalism, and the passing of Don Julian in 2001, the Island of the Dolls remains a place of fascination, a chilling reminder of the unknown. As the dolls continue to watch over the island, their secrets and stories waiting to be uncovered, one can't help but wonder, what lies beyond the veil of reality on this mysterious island? Number 2. The creepy story of Joliet the doll. Joliet the doll has become the centerpiece of a mysterious and supposedly cursed tale that's been haunting a specific family for generations. This family, who's chosen to remain anonymous to protect their privacy, has been tied to the doll for several decades, with its origins believed to be in Eastern Europe. But the exact country of origin and the doll's creator remain a mystery. The family's connection to the doll started when their great-grandmother brought it back from a trip abroad, unaware of the chaos it would bring into their lives. According to the family's accounts, the curse reveals itself in a clear pattern. Women who own the doll have 2 kids. a daughter who's destined to inherit Joliet, and a son whose life is tragically cut short in infancy under mysterious circumstances. This heartbreaking cycle has repeated itself through multiple generations, leading the family to believe that the doll is indeed cursed. Family members have shared their chilling experiences with Joliet, detailing strange occurrences that have become all too familiar. These include unexplained noises at night, like whispers, creaks, and footsteps, as well as the doll seemingly moving on its own. Additionally, the family has reported a creepy atmosphere whenever the doll is around, often accompanied by feelings of unease, grief, and being watched. Vivid nightmares and unsettling visions have also been reported, especially among the women who've owned the doll. Moreover, unexplained physical marks and injuries like scratches and bruises have been found on family members. The psychological impact on the family has been significant, with members expressing feelings of anxiety, depression, and a pervasive sense of hopelessness. They believe Joliet is a conduit for a malevolent force that feeds on their fear and suffering. Despite numerous attempts to get rid of the doll, the family has been unable to shake off its influence. Some have tried to destroy it, only to see it reappear mysteriously. Others have tried to pass it down to relatives who've experienced similar misfortunes. The family's plea is simple: they want the curse to end. By sharing their story, they hope to find a way to break the cycle of suffering and free themselves from Joliet's grasp. Until then, the doll remains a constant reminder of the traumas they've faced, a chilling presence that continues to cast a dark shadow over their lives. Number 3. The mysterious Pupa doll, a family's cherished heirloom. Pupa, a one-of-a-kind Italian doll from the 1920s, has been a treasured family heirloom for generations. This stunning doll's intricate design and delicate features have captivated many, but it's her bizarre behavior that's left a lasting impact on the family. Family members claim Pupa has a lifelike quality that goes beyond her physical appearance. They've seen her move inside her display case, seemingly on her own, like she's trying to communicate or break free. These movements often come with tapping sounds on the glass, leaving everyone who witnesses it in awe and a bit uneasy. What's more, Pupa's facial expressions have changed, and her display case has fogged up from the inside, even when the environment around her remains stable. These unexplained events have led paranormal investigators to believe Pupa might be more than just a regular doll. The family, who share a deep emotional bond with Pupa, often feel a sense of protection and comfort when they're around her. They see her as a mysterious guardian, watching over them. Some have even reported having vivid dreams and visions after being near Pupa, like she's trying to send a message. Despite the strange occurrences surrounding Pupa, the family loves her dearly. They've tried to uncover the secrets behind her weird behavior, but the truth remains a mystery. Some think Pupa might be a vessel for a supernatural entity, while others believe she's got a special energy. As time goes on, Pupa remains a cherished and integral part of the family. Her enigmatic presence continues to fascinate and intrigue, leaving everyone who meets her in wonder. Whether you believe in the paranormal or not, Pupa's story is a testament to the power of mystery and the unknown. Number 4. The Cursed Doll of Manenji Temple, Okiku's haunting legend. Deep within Japan's shadowy folklore, a legend has emerged about a doll so sinister it's said to freeze blood in your veins. Okiku, a traditional Japanese doll, is its name, and terror is its game. With an unblinking gaze and a smile that's more like a snarl, Okiku's presence is enough to send chills down your spine. In 1918, a young girl in Hokkaido received Okiku as a gift, but her joy was short-lived. She died a year later, leaving her family heartbroken.
The family placed her remains and the doll on the family's household altar, alongside the shrine they had made for their daughter. a common practice in most Japanese households for the commemoration of the dead, where they offered prayers every morning and evening. They named the doll Okiku after their late daughter's name.
But here's the thing. Their grief soon turned to terror when they noticed something weird. Okiku's hair, which had been cut to shoulder length, started growing back, and it looked way too real. The family was freaked out, thinking the dead girl's spirit possessed the doll. They soon realized Okiku's hair was growing like crazy, so they had to trim it regularly to keep it from hitting the floor. Now, the priests at Manenji Temple, where Okiku's housed, are stuck dealing with the doll's hair, and it's taking a toll. People who visit the temple report all sorts of bizarre stuff. Strange noises, ghostly whispers, and a feeling like they're being watched. Many believe Okiku's curse is to blame for the bad luck that's befallen those who've messed with the doll. Some folks even claim to have found strands of Okiku's hair in their homes, which is just plain creepy. It remains a mystery despite trying to figure out the source of Okiku's power. Some say it's an old curse, while others think it's the restless spirit of that little girl. One thing's for sure, though. Okiku's story has become a cautionary tale about messing with forces we don't understand. Number 5. The Sinister Legacy of Robert the Haunted Doll. As we dug deeper into the mystery of Robert's display case, we stumbled upon a hidden room deep within the museum's walls. And let me tell you, it was like nothing we'd ever seen before. The air was thick with the smell of incense, and the walls were adorned with weird symbols that seemed to pulse with a malevolent energy. We found out that Robert, that creepy doll, had once belonged to a kid named Robert Eugene Otto back in the early 1900s. But here's the thing. Robert wasn't just any doll. It was said to be possessed by a malevolent spirit, one that had been awakened by the Otto family's twisted experiments. As we explored the room further, we uncovered some wild stuff. Doors would slam shut on their own, and we'd hear kids laughing and playing, even when there was no one around. But the weirdest part was the doll's face. It could change expressions, and its grin seemed to mock us. We spent hours poring over the artifacts and documents, trying to wrap our heads around the Otto family's sinister plans. But the more we learned, the more we realized how little we knew. Robert's secrets were dark and ancient, and they seemed to shift and twist in our minds like living things. As the night wore on, the shadows in the room seemed to grow longer and darker. We could feel Robert's gaze on us, his dead eyes boring into our souls. We knew we had to get out of there, to escape the clutches of the malevolent force that lurked within the doll. But just as we were about to leave, we heard a faint whispering in our ears. It was a soft, raspy voice that seemed to come from all around us. "You shouldn't have come here," it whispered. "Now you'll never leave." We spun around, but there was no one there. The voice seemed to come from Robert himself, his twisted consciousness reaching out to us like a cold, dead hand. And in that moment, we knew we were trapped. Haunted dolls rule a realm where fear and mystery collide. Their stories mess with our minds, making us question the darkness that's lurking inside. An ancient evil is stirring, casting a shadow over the world. The echoes of a sinister force are haunting abandoned streets, tempting the brave to give in to endless terror. We're inviting you to share your supernatural encounters or tales about haunted dolls, because your stories will help us dig deeper into the unknown. As the moon shines its spooky light, the whispers are getting louder. So, share your story and help us investigate the haunted doll phenomenon further. Together, let's unravel the mysteries of these creepy toys and confront the malevolent entities that bring them to life. Your voice will join the chorus of brave folks who dare to face the shadows. Leave a comment below and join the conversation. But be warned, once you share your story, there's no turning back. The whispers will get louder and the shadows will creep closer. Are you ready to face the terror that's lurking within? Share your story now and let's dive deeper into the darkness.